1960, just 6% of married couples had a woman earning more than the husband. Now, it has increased fourfold. I mean, it's increased quite a bit, but it's still only 24%. And of course, there's a lot of stuff in 2013, loaded psychological stuff about what that does to a marriage.
At the beginning of our marriage, I made more than my husband, and I stressed out about it, that it would bother him. Now, it turns out he's really comfortable in his own skin, and he was fine with it. But I had some angst for a while. And it's not the case now. We've flipped, especially with my public service. But that is not something that women should have to worry about. And just to give you another example, we're debating in Florida legislation that Governor Rick Scott is about to decide whether to veto or sign that would actually prohibit local governments from passing paid sick leave ordinances.
Yeah.
So that
you cover that on this program.
Yes,
so if the citizens of Miami think that's a proper policy, actually, it would get knocked down at the state.
Right. It would be preempted, so local governments couldn't do it. And I wrote a letter to the governor urging him to veto that bill, and so have many others, and hopefully he will.
And that's a big contributor to the wage gap between moms and non-moms and moms and men. Because when you have to take off from work and and your job is not secure there for you, or it's unpaid, it threatens the family economics.
FMLA is great, but if you can't afford
it's unpaid time off. I mean, it's great. It's great. It is great. But it's like when you look around,
and
you look at the rest of the world. I mean, I was watching that Bill Clinton clip, and he's talking about decency, and I think, yeah, you know what would be even more decent is if we pay people like people are paid around the world. We lag so far behind in this kind of human decency and respect for
here's the question. You see the trends here. Everyone understands that these things are happening, and in some ways they're happening more slowly than we'd like. But it doesn't seem like our politics do respond to it. And I'm really curious why there is that mismatch. I mean, you have a situation right now where there's like single women, young women are just core Democratic constituencies. So my question to you is, ahead of the DNC, it's like, what are you delivering to them? What are you giving them for voting your way?
Well, what we're delivering to young women and women in general is a focus on their equality, a focus on making sure that we adopt policies that ensures that they can be paid more, paid more equally, that we give them equal access to health care, and that we focus on job creation for the middle class and working families.
Okay. Yes, all
that
that
will lift them up.
Right. Lilly Ledbetter was one of the first bill I believe the president signed.
President signed it.
But there is no proactive. Exactly. There is and what is paycheck fairness?
That's the teeth that we really needed behind the Equal Pay Act. I mean, it's going to allow people to discuss their wages, because a lot of times women don't know if they're being paid equal to their male counterparts. And it allows the government more access to investigate discrimination. It puts it on par with racial discrimination and other types of discrimination.
This is how
this is what we need.
Between the two parties, we debated and voted down in the Appropriations Committee the other day